Greetings, fellow Southern Cameroonians across the globe. Wanna accept greetings from PRAP, na me chairman Capo Daniel. Today I go take time, I go explain for una very well what really happened for ground zero. We get na 5 day remain me 11, me 20th May it come. But most importantly, now wait till it happen for ground zero, particularly for inside Pinning, as I be explained yesterday, and for inside Bambili. When I imagine these two places, Pinning, Bambili, PRAP would then focus for these two places for gather community them following certain incidents them for fight back and for protect our community them so that people then go feel live in peace while we resist and we push for our rights them through legitimate and non-violent means. I go show you the link for which way it happened, and I go give you the full story so that we gonna know, because knowledge is power. So the first thing, I will play the video because I know we share them for YouTube due to restrictions on this platform. For which way it happened for inside Pinning. Die body they don't sleep for ground. 5 people they don't confirm as we don't hear in a video. Then this way they come. I know if show now very well, but when I feel here, the population that for inside Pinning. Now they hear the wailing of our mommy them for inside Pinning Day. When I hear, if I hear a little bit of Pinning, I know they hear they talk very well, but I hear at least small, because I don't be used to that woman. They talk to them, the one be die where we drink that tea. They boil them, then key them for inside some place where they like small restaurant for market. The market na big market. It happen for market day for inside Pinning. They call that market na Ndepang market. Now one of the big market where they get people they right from Widikum, they come people from Bali, Batibo, Gozang, buy and sell and for Bamenda, they be there for they plenty, because buy and sell and for Bamenda, they come to for they for come buy thing and go sell for Bamenda. So na big market day for inside Pinning where this incident happened. So which way happen, I say the Cameroon military them. The one that their special task force with them they for inside Bafut airport for they don't be very active these few days them. For inside Pinning, and also for go carry out Kale for inside Bambili. I go tell now exactly what it happen so that we're gonna know, because knowledge is power. We need to endow our people with the knowledge for which way it happen, so that they will get that power for protect themselves, and it will be a power for counter which way it happen. When I notice these two places, Bambili and Pinning, na place them where I be very active for day with PRAP. For try for use our network for mobilize our people them, for protect them against the excesses where some Rook and Bazunian fighter they be done turn on our people. Now story what I talk like for years now, so una know una they on the same page with which way it happen. So what is happening where the Cameroon military go around the key people them, the work I do this Kale. I will put some picture for this video now. I'm gonna see him. This boy they call in a Batex. Now my classmate, na some dirty boy where they stay for Ndamukon Street for Bamenda Day. Where would they grow up? Now that kind of boy they be get pimples and way woman no be first follow them. This boy, now one of the admin them for this Konda titles their group. When I know say Konda titles, na a Cameroon military attaché. Now people them way Paul Atanganji be recommend them, me then recruit them for assist the Cameroon military during this war. So their main job now for fight against Ambazonian uprising. Them be na paid people them. They need to do and I say them love peace or whatever they do them. They do and just out of money, their need for money, greed, and their hatred for we Ambazonians them, our rights as indigenous people them for stand up. What did it actually happen where they keep people there for Pinning? When I see how we would gather our population for inside Menka in particular, me then stand up against the Ambazonian come be there for Pinning. One thing I need to know. Now say General Okoro, he come up for which way they call and say lower Pinning. I call and say in quote. Because if I'm gonna get perspective for which way it happen for Pinning. Pinning na a clan, a very big clan, big family. The same like many family them for inside Ambazonia. Mancon too na big family. Some tribe they for inside Santa the way come on for Mancon. But Mancon Palace in the rule that tribe. For Pinning, you get Menka and Buchi, where the na Pinning clan, na blood for Pinning people them. But na village where they be separate, go start with their own. So Pinyin people that they always want for control Menka and Buchi because they consider and like them be under their own chief. But it don't be adjudicated. I know they take side. My job now just for inform una, for educate una, miss mislead una. Una need to know something. The palace for inside Menka and Buchi, then get their own kingmakers them when they put their fund. Fund for Pinyin, you know if you install fund for Menka and Buchi. And when you go for looking for law, you know if you talk so you've been a paramount chief or you've been a head for chieftaincy, where you know you install them. Mancon villages, the way they don't leave Mancon, go establish your own villages them. Fund for Mancon, no fit talk say na they control them. On apart from Mancon, they no fit call as small Mancon. So now understand. So Pinyin people they know say Menka and Buchi, come on now for them. Ben Menka and Buchi, they want to be on their own. Now the problem that way they go on. I know one deep dive into that village issue the way na them, where which people they pass through for picking key or picking them. But me gonna at least get idea because the challenges them for inside this area now the same way we face them for all of our territory. The very fabric of our territory it will be exploited by Leviathans, vampires, witch people them, both for Ambazonian side and for Larissa their side. So now the thing that way they happen. Because we don't organize our population for Menka, because for protect them, not because we be against any Ambazonian groups or any fighting, no. We just be against group them way, they take advantage for this struggle for begin make money on top our people them. The key people them, the punish people them, make them not feel live their life. People they not feel visit their villages. So, what did it happen? Maybe we know something. This guy them for conduct titles, these DDR people them, these Paul Atanganji people, the way they recruit them when this struggle will start. For them now their job, that means the way they do and they pay them. Say me them fight Ambazonia. When this payment, it don't become a lifestyle for the way they depend on the money way Cameroon government they give, including Paul Atanganji and many of the people they work with, we don't bring them for Cameroon government, me them fight this struggle. They no one made the struggle is stop. So when they see we for Prabu, they organize the villages them for inside Menka, they defend themselves. They try for inject themselves for inside they make it be like say, now they take credit for which way it happen when the population they stand up against Ambazonian fighter, say na a rejection of our struggle, na a rejection of our identity, our fight for self-determination, and an acceptance for their own stupid and baseless narrative way they make them. So then for take credit for which way it done happen for Menka. They don't go bring some Menka, two boys the way they for their DDR center. Me then come for them with the Cameroon military. Say nothing that way they done work for inside Menka. Me then come for they can complete the job. Because when we would fight against bad Ambazonian groups, them conduct titles, it want for take credit or for make for the Cameroon government say now they do that work so that they go pay. It job now for collect money, our job now for protect our people them. So what happen for Menka now for Pinyin na so these two Menka boy the way they for DDR, according to information we get from those that milieu them. They ran the talk with conduct title say they know what it happen for inside village, they know the boy and this and that. Me they carry Cameroon military go there now as part of their job where they do them. Now they don't bring the Cameroon military people them with these two DDR boy the way they for the come from Menka. Then bring them for market for inside Pinyin. So the one can show them Ambazonian fighter the way they for Pinyin. For show those two fighter them, then show the way they did inside restaurant they chop. Cameroon military enter for the open fire key all man for the boy the way they run come up for inside the restaurant they follow the shoot and for bush. I will join the video them and the picture them where they come up for Menka. Put them when I share them for WhatsApp. Maybe gonna see the graphic images them. So what type of wickedness where the Cameroon military could do them? Because them be influenced by people the way they struggle for maintain conflict, for their profit, for their relevance, for maintain their position within the Cameroon government. Now they carry, they mislead the Cameroon military for do it where they do them. They don't go for Bambili. As we struggle for gather our youths them, what traditional people them. I don't tell on how way people they be the complaints, say CPD and people they do enter the cocky done, cocky never done. They don't go for Bambili. Send Cameroon military, say me them go do Kale for them. Where the population for inside Bambili, they instead be intimidated, they fear Ambazonian fighter, they come on for Bafut, come on for Alabukam, can begin carry out atrocity them for kidnap people them for inside Bambili. So population for Bambili, they fear Ambazonian fighter. Cameroon military don't come for they begin do Kale for them. Use them, we would work with them for try to protect the students them and their quarter them against This Ambazonian fighter, the way they don't turn native people them. They don't go catch na they now put them for inside Cameroon prison. More than 200 people they don't arrest them for Kale for inside Bambili. Because of which Konda titles and the DDR people them, they like conflict for show you and they say that they do work. For inject themselves inside Bambili, they can do something the way it makes sense. And now wait it happen. It fuel the conflict. Because those people the way they arrest them for inside Bambili, now they now go come out begin the fight Cameroon government or the fight army them. When they don't get any ideology or any proper group as well group them, they don't all become a group for their leader, therefore begin make money, they claim position the way they know about get them. Those people then they go be abandoned and they go end up for turn into kidnappers them because we lack well-structured and dedicated leaders the way they feel lead a movement where you go be centric on principles. When I see the conduct tied to them, even when the UNDP, an international organization or Islamic Bank and other projects they will no say they go on for our territory, they build them. The ego take them for try to provoke Ambazonian fighter that mean they can attack those projects them. Why? Because they go show you when they say fighting they go on when a useless fighting mean they say military day. When they go give them access for the military, they go direct them for any place, any casualty come out, they don't care. Because now blood suckers them. Paul Atanganji ide for the nana for maintain that position as long as possible. When we go for Canada, we will make requests, I will personally make requests, me they rain down on conduct titles, which they did. And I want to send a message for them and all them where they manipulate them, make people that they die, misuse the Cameroonian military, me they key people them. Of course, the Cameroon military they don't care about our people. That one a case would already make, and so no need for bikini over labor ourselves or talk about that one. But these criminals who are responsible for all these type of atrocities, they will face consequences. When I remember since General Buba became for Bamenda, the conduct titles and they didn't cut them off because during the time they not for that Canada talk. They go end up cut them. They go end for place where moja a day for day. They go end for those type of places. The crimes where they perpetrate them for prolong this war. They are not fighting for anything. Just their money, making up stories. People are dying every day. For our people who listen to me, understand these things because that understanding is like diagnosis. Without the diagnosis, proper diagnosis, you cannot prognostic, you cannot prescribe. We'll continue to push for a negotiated settlement. But it's important that people should understand that those within the Cameroon government and the people that they have brought in to fight this war, they are also fighting for the war to continue and to maintain what they are doing on both sides. And they are the enemies because they are the ones that are spilling the blood. Their influence is what is keeping the war going on. And the war must come to an end. We must give our people a chance to breathe, a chance to live their lives. 10 years is enough. If there was a prospect of anything good coming out of conflict, one would understand there is no military solution on both sides, and we must pursue a path of ending the war in a just and fair manner to our people who are the victims, to establish their rights, God-given rights, that are enshrined in the plebiscite pact. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Let's make a comeback for drop one more perspective, because when I see one of our main problem, now so we get clowns them for this our struggle where they one call themselves say activists, where they don't get the competency, even the ability to organize, create network on the ground to be informed about what is happening. Because you see this guy, when this ex-convict, this guy Fabiano Deco, is an ex-convict who was in jail for scamming people on Ground Zero. He wants to become an activist. These are the paid agents that have been responsible to the derailment of our struggle, like people like Eric Tato and the rest, which they are now facing consequences of what they're doing. So if you look at what this idiot is talking about, claiming that the vigilante group that we have helped create in Menka, he says that it's a Taranji Paul's boys. What a contradiction. This is how ADF soldiers were killed in Bui. When idiotic people in the diaspora who don't know anything were saying that they were Cameroon military men. and they were executed, some of them buried alive, by fighters who listen to these stupid people who have no credibility, who lie every day with no remorse because they don't have any dignity, they don't have honor. He's a church rat, a poor man who will live poor for all his life. He will die like a rat. So understand one thing. If the vigilante group that we have helped created and motivated and strengthened them, giving them moral authority, if this vigilante group in Menka were Paul Atanganji boys, it means that Paul Atanganji is fighting against kidnapping, right? It means Paul Atanganji is helping the community to go and take back the antenna of the MTN that was removed by the Ambazonian fighters in Menka, right? Which we know that Paul Atanganji will never do such a thing. Those boys are youth within their communities. Remember that the Ambazonian fighter who was arrested in the camp when they went there in Pinyin, the Cameroon military came to take that Ambazonian fighter. Those vigilante boys, they refused and they escorted that fighter back in the border of Pinyin to go back. So Atanganji Paul, if he was the one behind those people, why will he not help the Cameroon military? We should be able to know the reality on the ground. We have a duty to inform people properly. This is not a social media issue. I know that the young man is trying to make money from YouTube, so he will do anything for popularity. And that is what has made a lot of problems in this our struggle. The people who committed the atrocity, the Atanganji boys, they are the DDR guys. They are the ones who have come to Pinyin. And those boys who came along with them, we have identified them as DDR boys who are living in Boya and that Bafut airport. They are living there with those Cameroon bees. They brought them there, trying to inject them in the scene. We have been documenting the suffering of the people in Menka and Buchi. You people saw the death of the fawn of Buchi and what was happening. And if you look at it, Okoro actually comes from this area, the lower, what they call lower Pinyin. But the problem is that you have the IG people, Milton Taka and these people in South Africa, who are from Pinyin. So these are the people who are informing and misinforming with their groups. Remember, misinforming such people who claim to be activists. They will claim that, oh, it is the people of Menka Buchi, they are working with Atanganji Paul. No. The biggest Cameroon military presence is in Pinyin, not in Menka, not in Buchi. These are enclave areas. So, people should be well informed. When these IG people come, they come and tell the Ambazonian fighters who are there to go and carry out attacks against the Buchi people and Pinyin and Menka people. It is because Milton Taka, they were fighting for chieftaincy issue. And I've told you people that most of these issues, they transcend political parties' politics. So you will find a situation where CPDM and SDF people are working together, even with Ambazonian leaders in the diaspora, who are all working together because of their chiefs or their village issues. So, but idiot people like this Bobby Chess, ex-convict Fabiano Deco, he doesn't know what he's talking about. These are people, they will just come and tell them things, they will come out there and put them. He's a suspicious man, suspicious character who was probably released to come out and be sowing the type of violence and misinformation to dismantle our struggle, discredit all our legitimate leaders, like they did with Eric Tato. But he should understand that he will end up in jail. He will end up in jail. He's a criminal, person with no dignity or honor. And he will personally remain poor for all his life. This liberation struggle is not a job. It's not a career. It's not a full-time job. Go and look for a job. We do this thing for our people to serve them. It comes from a passion. You must have that history. Not everybody is a pastor, right? As they say. Not everybody is a born activist who stand and speak for their people. Some of us have been doing this thing for all of our lives since we were born. So, I want our people to be clear about that, because these misinformed people will try to sow confusion, as our people are not very capable of distinguishing between credible people and non-credible people. They will pay attention to those people and then they get confused. But you have heard from me, the most credible Ambazonian activist and leader. You have heard from my mouth. You know my track record, and I will continue to speak for our people and speak truth to power. God bless you. Have a good day wherever you find yourself.